Polkadot during the last bull market failed to really catch anyone's attention. Investors got involved and did see a bit of a pump towards the upside, but right now Polkadot is set up for a phenomenal couple of years, in my opinion, because of a number of things that are happening in the wider crypto space. Now, right now, we've seen the SEC clamp down on tons of different cryptocurrencies because they're basically identifying them as securities. And as we move into a tougher regulatory system within cryptocurrency, particularly in the United States and into Europe, we're going to see some cryptocurrencies that many had thought would be amazing investments starting to struggle. However, something recently enormous has happened for Polkadot, and the SEC has now announced that Polkadot is no longer a security. According to the Web3 Foundation, the entity in charge of Polkadot's development laid out the reasons why DOT is not a security, and it believes the SEC should acquiesce. Back in 2017, the SEC announced that Polkadot was a security. However, when contemplating the launch of the Polkadot network, there was no intention to issue a security. We always thought of DOT as a vertical agnostic and use case agnostic according to software. And because of a recent morphing of DOT and how DOT really works, it's been now recognized as a software and not a security. Now, if you understand what XRP is, and you've heard a bit about XRP, you'll understand that they're in an eternal battle with the SEC to be declared not a security. However, if they are declared a security, it could pretty much send them to zero. On the flip side of that, if they manage to get away with not being a security, then we're going to see it blow up to the upside. Polkadot has just done this. So what is Polkadot? Well, before I tell you that, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get on with it. Now, as you've probably noticed, as I've talked about different projects over the last few weeks, I'm now moving towards a focus of Web3. Obviously, we are transitioning to the Web3 environment right now, and I see that any platform that basically supports that as being hugely important. Now, yesterday I talked about Quant and the importance of Quant being in the space because it delivered interoperability. Now, Web3 is effectively an environment where we can see lots of interoperability happening. If Polkadot enables interoperability of different blockchains in a sort of similar way to what Quant does, but with a slightly different way of doing it. Now, Polkadot offers interoperability, as well as that it's hugely fast and hugely scalable because it enables for sort of sharding of the blockchain to take place through multiple different parallel blockchains called parachains. This means that as quantity of data flows into the blockchain, it isn't slowed down by that quantity of data, but merely just creates new chains. DOT itself is used as a governance token on the network to enable users to identify ways in which they want to see the project develop further. It can also be used as staking. It can also be used as staking on the platform and also used as a token for fees. Now, Polkadot itself identifies that it's all about uniting and securing a growing ecosystem of specialized blockchains called parachains. Apps and services on Polkadot can securely communicate across chains, forming the basis for a truly interoperable decentralized web. Web3 is all about decentralization from Web 2, which is built on cloud services. So we move into a Web3 environment. It's platforms like Polkadot that are going to enable different dApps and different blockchains to build onto this environment. And yes, I see people in the comments saying, well, why should I buy this and not this? Should I have ICP or should I have Quant? Well, guys, there are a few different projects within that space, and all of them can thrive together because of interoperability. Therefore, it doesn't necessarily matter whether one is better than the other. I'm sure one will do better than the other at some point, and we're not really necessarily sure which of them will do better than another. But all I'm trying to get is exposure to all of the different ones which I think are going to provide real value in a hugely anticipated growing ecosystem. Now, something else that's very important that we've seen come from Polkadot before we dive in and look at the actual price predictions for Polkadot is a recent partnership that we've seen with Beatport. NFTs, a crucial application of Web3 technology, enabling the creation and ownership of unique digital assets that can be verified on the blockchain. Now, you've probably seen already the NFT being used as profile pictures, but nothing particularly important. But as we move into a Web3 ecosystem, it's going to be started to be used for all sorts of different things, whether that be ownership of digital assets or ownership of real world assets, such as cars, such as homes, tickets for events. Polkadot itself is starting to take action in this direction by launching an NFT marketplace. The move is part of an initiative to promote electronic music culture to Web3 and is being carried out in conjunction with global music powerhouse Beatport. And this is extremely interesting, because once you start to develop these huge partnerships with these various different platforms, you're then starting to bring real world usage for NFTs. And that is something I also am extremely excited about as we move away from the profile picture basic NFTs that we are already accustomed to. Now, when we look into CoinMarketCap, we can get an idea of the potential that Polkadot offers us. The market cap currently is at $7.3 billion, around $6.29 per token. But if we jump across and look at TradingView, we can see Polkadot has had a pretty catastrophic bear market, falling around 88%. However, when we look at the rest of the crypto market, which has been pumping quite heavily, we've seen Bitcoin having some good days. Various other cryptos, Algorand, HBAR, Gala, doing really well. Polkadot still remains quiet, still yet to get really up and running. However, I think its time will come. And when that time comes, you want to be looking for the platforms that are yet to pump, rather than getting excited about the ones that already have done, because that's where you're really going to see the most opportunity. So back to all-time highs for this coin, you're looking at a 7.5x, which would take it up to somewhere like a $50 billion market cap. Then potentially I can see it having another 4x on top of all-time highs, and potentially not the longest amount of times. That would take it to a $200 billion market cap, which you might be thinking is extremely large, but during the last bull market we saw Ethereum and other big name blockchains getting up way beyond that level. I think that Polkadot has the opportunity to get towards a $200 billion market cap in potentially the next couple of years. Obviously, that's not financial advice, it's just the way I'm seeing it. And as it progresses more in towards the Web3 development area, you're going to see more and more institutions looking for exposure to Web3 projects. And what better way than through Web3 cryptocurrencies? Now, I've been talking every day this week in the Telegram group, which is linked down below and absolutely free, about all of these different exciting projects that are coming up. And every day, different members of the community are providing amazing insights into other incredible cryptos and noticing lots of trends before they even starting to boom. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in and you want to get ahead of the trends, then make sure you get into that Telegram link down below in the description. As well as that, if you want to buy tokens like Polkadot, Bitcoin, Ethereum, then make sure you head over to Fairdesk, link down below in the description. You'll get a bonus on sign up, and each week we are giving away $100 trading bonus to one lucky individual who signs up through that link. So don't miss out on your opportunity to do that. If you want to find out more about what I'm buying right now, as well as breakdowns of new and interesting projects, then make sure you hit subscribe to be kept up to date with all the latest happening. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.